But here we go.
My name is Jenks, Detective Inspector Frederick Jenks, and I've been assigned to a last-minute investigation into the death of Kate Vine, a PhD student found drowned at midnight last Friday in a lake in the woods on the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton. I have until first thing tomorrow morning to decide whether her death was a simple accident or whether this was murder. Kate Vine appeared to the world to be a bright, confident, fun-loving PhD student with everything to live for. However, a history of depression and alcoholism revealed in her medical records suggests that in reality, she had become adept at hiding behind a mask. A lab report indicating a high level of alcohol in her blood, along with the late hour of her death and a lack of witnesses, makes a strong case that this was suicide. But the verdict overlooked some curious details. Why was her driving license found on the opposite side of the lake in which she drowned? Also, there were traces of morphine in Kate's system. Where did she get it? Kate was known to be a free spirit with a nihilistic love of danger, which may, in part, have something to do with a business course called Atlas, which Kate had joined and which she had been attending on the night of her death. Based in a large, stately home on the outskirts of the village, the exclusive Atlas is run by father and son team, Paul and Ryan Rand. Both were interviewed following Kate's death, but neither claimed to have seen Kate after the meeting, and both were understandably eager to distance themselves and Atlas from the tragedy. This isn't the first time that Atlas has been investigated. Atlas and their questionable methods, which many have suggested border on mind control. Ryan is married to Rebecca, landlady of Edenton's village pub, the George and Dragon. As yet, she hasn't been interviewed, though it's likely Kate visited the pub on more than one occasion. One of Kate's friends was Emma Bowman, who lives at Eden Lodge on the road leading out of Edenton village. Emma was also doing a PhD at the same university, but didn't attend Atlas. Interviewed after Kate's death, Emma seemed shocked and upset, insisting she hadn't seen Kate that night. However, it turned out her boyfriend had. Simon Thompson met Emma at university. After completing his degree around 18 months ago, he went to work at a shop in the neighbouring village. He started at the Atlas course a few months ago. Simon insisted that he didn't see Kate after the meeting, but the sergeant interviewing him noted he seemed oddly unmoved by her death, which makes him the first person I want to see tonight. It's time for some answers.
Well, that was an information dump, wasn't it?
Well, it was. Many notes.
Okay, there's been a murder. Morphine was in her system. The driving licence was found on the opposite side of the lake. There's this weird mind-controlly brainwashing Atlas. And there's a very nice pub, according to everyone in the chat. It did look like quite a nice pub. What was it? The George and Dragon, was it? I think so.
High quality drinks at low prices.
Absolutely. Do I click on case background info now? Oh, Meredith, you've just missed about a billion notes worth of stuff, but you'll solve the murder with us. Case background info. Do I want this? Well, I'm clicking on it and it's not doing anything, so there. Instructions. Also not doing anything. Is my mouse broken? This is quite worrying. Yes, because I'm clicking watch prologue and that's not doing anything. That's a bold move of my mouse to go downhill right at this moment in time.
Technology rules.
It's catching.
Yeah.
Why is this? What is this? Nothing's working. There's been a murder of my technology. Oh, wow. This is...
Can you click resume? Or
this is incredible. Okay.
Can you tab through some keyboard controls?
Nothing is working. That's incredible. Okay. Alt-tabbing out. Alt-tabbing in. Unbelievable. Well, this was a fun night, wasn't it?
Well, we've just got to solve the murder now. I think
Subtitles
it
off.
was.
You see, that's working. Maybe there's just no background info. Maybe there's no instructions. Then how do I play?
If you click
Hang on,
on
resume current game.
Current game.
In big letters. No!
That's what I thought, but it obviously not.
Oh.
Exit. Can't even exit it.
No.
What if you do F to exit full screen? Does that then give you some more options, maybe? So top. No.
So it has done a thing. If on Twitch, they'll be able to see that it has done. Well, this is great fun. Right. Well, I'm stopping that and I'm restarting it. This is a great. Oh dear.
Good question, Foxy. Does your mouse work in other programs?
It does.
Just the game. Yeah. Okay.
But you get the nice intro sequence again on Twitch, which is lovely. Okay, I need to set it up for you lot again, so you should be able to see that again. Sorry about that. Here we go, case background info. So we've got some info on the victim, PhD student, which is a first question in the sanity department there. Don't do a PhD. Atlas, which is a business course in a stately manner. There's Rebecca, who is landlady of the very nice pub. Simon and Emma, who live together. That rhymed. And Simon saw... I've already forgotten the name of our victim. What's the name of our victim?
Kate.
Kate. I've written that down. Saw her on the night of the murder. Assuming it is a murder. I'm going to say that it's a murder. Kate Vine drowned in a lake in the woods just outside Edenton Village last Friday night. The game starts a week later on Friday at 5 PM. You can guide Jenks around the village in two ways. You can follow the direction arrows to move to adjacent locations, or open the map and select a location marked with a pin. When you're waiting at a location, you can open your inventory and scroll through your collected items, which includes physical objects and information Jenks has collected. Physical items can sometimes be used. A hand symbol will let you know if that's the case. If you see a magnifying glass, it means Jenks has sometimes seen something interesting. Press the investigate button. Sometimes you'll find one of the villagers you can interview. After Jenks introduces himself, you get the opportunity to ask them about any item in your inventory. Okay. Now you can start looking for contradictions. These must be from the same interviewee, but from two different items. Okay. So contradiction between items. When you select a reply, it'll be added to the contradiction box on the right. Pair two contradictory replies and watch as they turn green, and Jenks interrogates the suspect. This will lead to new information and often a new chapter, progressing the game an hour at a time until you reach midnight. New chapters include new scenes and often open up new locations to explore, things to find, and suspects to meet. When you get stuck, make sure you've asked everyone about all the items in your inventory, and then make a visit to the call box. Hey!
Nice.
I don't know when the last time I used a phone box was. Couldn't tell you. You can also get tips from the main menu. Okay, so let's save the game here. Yes. Subtitles are on. Here we go. Okay.
Ooh.
Shall we go to the pub?
Oh, yes.
Why not?
Do you have to knock to go to a... Oh. Nobody in then.
Oh, what kind of pub is this at Friday after 5
I
PM?
was going to say Friday 5 PM. Maybe they're in mourning.
Just keep knocking and keep knocking and keep...
Break into pubs as such. Well, yeah, absolutely. Okay, do you want to go west or north?
Oh, let's go west. Life is peaceful there.
In the open air.
I'd just like to say this is an actual video as well, isn't it? You can see it's a bit windy today.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, there's not a lot that I can see there. It's obviously recycling day because the bins are out. So it's recycling day today. I'm going to go behind Brandon House.
Excellent.
We've found a garage.
Brandon House has a garage.
Oh, he walks and everything. Oh. Thought we'd found something interesting.
Yeah, carry on down the road. Why not?
Okay.
So you can call from the phone box.
Let's continue down here because this was the lodge, wasn't it, on the left? Oh. Well, there's not a lot to explore there
No.
by the looks of it. Shoes, says Vector, very suspicious.
Oh. That's clever. We can see it from the different angle now.
It's like Google Street Maps.
Yeah.
I wonder whether Abbey Farm might become important later on. It might open up.
Oh, okay.
It's on the map.
Oh, there's a
couldn't do
British
anything.
flag. Someone's probably right-wing and patriotic.
Yep. Let's go.
So here's the village hall. We've found a thing.
Always nice to randomly find a key on the floor.
Well, that was a bit quiet. Let's turn that up. So, a random key on the floor.
That looked like a car key.
I thought... Oh, now we should be able to... improve your spiritual, intellectual, financial life.
Isn't that interesting?
Join us Friday at 8 p.m. And it's Friday and 5 p.m. So is this the... show the inventory. Here we go. So we've got a key. A dropped silver key.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Ah, so can we use that as... oh, we've got the driving license as well.
Oh, yeah. So Kate Vine, that's her... And here's her driving licence. I can't try using this at the moment, but 2594, so she was born 20th of the 5th May 1994. Fair enough. And the dropped silver key. I don't think that's a car key.
It might be the garage.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
It looks sort of
Junction.
garagey. Looks like our garage key.
shall we? Shall I? I could see if it's the key to the pub, but it's not going to be the key to the pub. So let's go behind Brandon House.
He's gonna look very suspicious if he.
Oh, there's nothing
Oh.
I can click on.
I guess the inventory only comes up if there's something that you can do with it.
I would assume so. Well, let's try the pub then. Nope.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll carry on up North Street then.
Yep.
So go along to this. Eden Lodge, and that's what he was directing us to first, to interview Simon. So I'm not going to do that, and I'm going to go into the woods where the body was found. Because I think that's important.
Go to the jetty.
Okay. It's a pond. Quite a misty pond.
Looks cold.
And wet.
There's a duck over there as well, just on the left-hand side, just swimming there.
No geese though. That's good.
Honk!
Into the woods.
Head right into the clearing.
Yeah.
Not spotting anything there, so...
No. I presume that there'll be replaced video footage later with those places, but with something else happening.
Apparently there was a...
a magnifying glass at the jetty.
Here we go.
Looks like a piece of jewellery there, stuck between the boards. Well and truly wedged in.
Use some initiative, man!
Use the key! Use the key! Oh,
Yeah.
put a key in the inventory.
So, that I assume that won't be added to our inventory yet, because we haven't got it.
Because he can't think how to get something out of a deck board. Ooh.
And here's the Atlas grounds. Yeah, all the license. You only need
Yeah. Into the building.
even though this isn't... Oh!
Have to come back later, I think.
Okay, so let's do what the game wants us to do and go and visit Simon.
Yes.
I can just click on the map, I think, can't I? So I can go to here. There we go. And let's go into Eden Lodge. where we shall do some interrogating with a red-hot poker.
Is it Simon? Yeah. Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating an incident in the village. Could I come in and ask you a few questions, please? Yeah. Thank you.
I can see at least 2 people in its answer, so it's at least more than 1.
We can just go through here if you want. Emma's working in the front room.
Hi.
This is Inspector James.
Jenks.
What's all this about?
There was a death in the village. Kate Vine, I believe you both knew her.
Yeah. Do you need to speak to both of us?
I'll just speak to Simon first, if that's okay.
Sod off.
Just come through.
They don't sound very surprised that she's died, or sad. Or
No,
anything.
they don't. That's very
Is
true.
it okay in here?
Oh, this will be fine, yeah.
Do you want anything? Water?
No, I won't be long.
Okay.
Take your notes. Okay. So it says it isn't worth asking Simon about the silver key. Let's ask about Kate Vine's death. Jenks hasn't asked about this yet. Select to ask what he knows. Ask about this.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
So last Friday's meeting, I think.
Did you see her after the meeting?
No.
How long have you known Kate?
That would be when we started Atlas. 3 months ago?
Did you socialise outside Atlas?
No.
How would you describe her? What sort of person was she?
Well, she's talented. She was
Has feet.
full of life, you know?
Not anymore.
Sharp, quite sharp.
Would you say she had any emotional problems?
Her mood could change. And, well, there was the drinking problem.
Oh,
When did you become aware of that?
Well, she would come drunk to meetings sometimes. She would reek of the stuff. I mean, everyone knew, but nobody really said anything.
So, tell me a bit about Atlas.
Oh, it's just a business management training program for postgrads.
And you started this after you left college?
it isn't.
Yeah.
And it's on every Friday?
Yeah, well, my group isn't doing it this Friday, but one of the groups is.
Okay, thanks.
Absolutely, Holger. Okay, so Lars saw Kate at the Atlas meeting last Friday. Only known her for 3 months. Didn't socialise outside of Atlas, and often seemed drunk.
Oh, hang on. Did they alternate the weeks? Because he said he saw it last Friday, and he said my group's not doing it this week.
That would be a good assumption.
Yeah, so I don't know what. I don't know whether that's significant, but that's something I noticed.
So, what question would you like me to ask, Caroline?
Oh, I thought these were just our.
Well, I assume if I click on one of these, we'll get another video. We will find out in a second.
Oh, okay. Well.
I feel like only knowing her for 3 months sounds a bit dodgy.
Oh, I see. That now comes up in here as okay. So we could put that there, and then we can find contradictions when we find 2 things. Okay, fine.
Oh, clever. Yes.
Okay, Kate's driving license. Let's ask about the driving license.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No. No, I don't think so. I've never seen it before.
It's a driving license.
He doesn't know anything about the license. Okay, dropped silver key. It isn't worth asking her about him about the key.
So I guess when we know some facts, we can
pair them up and go.
find
These 2 don't work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Well,
So they didn't do the same? Did they do the same PhD? I'm trying to.
they
look back
both
through my-
did PhDs, but I don't think it's the same thing.
the same one. Okay, cool.
And we don't have something to pair this up with for that. It says visit Emma. I don't know. Given that we've asked him everything about everything there, I think we should visit Emma.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Probably be back later. Don't worry, it's only a few questions.
Yeah.
Okay, let's ask her about the death. 'Cause
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
It was last Thursday in the college library. I saw her and we chatted for a bit. She seemed her usual self.
What was her usual self?
Oh, just Kate being Kate. You know, a bit wild.
Wild? In what way wild?
Oh, she just used to question everything, you know. Have arguments with the lecturers, things like that.
What else?
Kate had a drink problem.
How noticeable was that?
Well, it wasn't at first, but as the year went on, she'd be drunk in the afternoon. But I think she cut down, you know, towards the end of college and when she started her PhD.
Okay. I don't think there's any contradictions there.
No.
Because she could have seen... Waiting for the afternoon, says Arch.
I mean, I guess we might find more out, like she was working on Thursday or something like that, but yeah, let's keep
Did you
going.
know whether Kate had lost this or not?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Not a surprise there. Anything with the silver key? No. Don't think we have a contradiction. I mean, she saw her on the Thursday and Simon saw him on the Friday, but I don't think that's a contradiction.
No, all there is that she said that her drinking wasn't quite so bad once she began her PhD. But Simon knows about the drinking, and if the course is a course for postgrads, I'm assuming she only started it after she did the PhD.
Yeah.
So there's her saying she's kind of the drinking's a bit more under control now, and him saying she's definitely still drinking. But it's not obviously contradictory, is it?
No, and Vecna says, how many people go around showing their friends their driving licence anyway? So that's a very good point.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Just see if Simon now has anything else to say, which I don't think there will be. It's only known Kate for 3 months. Is that Hologro, however, is always carding people. Only known Kate for 3 months. How long was she doing her PhD?
Oh, that's a good point. Meredith said that she might use it for proof in the pub.
That's
proof
true.
of
that's a
That's
point.
true. Digital David, thank you for the resubscription. I don't know about you, he says. I'm feeling, and then ... And then... I don't know what he's feeling. Oh,
presume that
feeling 22. It's a Taylor Swift reference. Got it. Got it. I did the puzzle. Well done, me.
At least you knew that. I wouldn't have known that one.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Okay.
Best to knock on the window for Emma. Simon always answers the front door.
Okay.
That's how it works in this house. I always answer the front door. And he goes to the window.
We've got this though.
Very trusting, leaving a bike unlocked. Looks like homebrew equipment. Ah, this might come in handy.
I know where I'm using that.
Can't just take it.
What a thief! What a thief! There's been a ting, which I think means that's been added to our inventory.
Yeah.
So we've got a screwdriver, an unlocked bicycle, and a box of old bottles, which we could go in and ask about, I guess. But I think we should go back to the lake and use that to prize out whatever that thing was.
Good plan.
Which was somewhere in here, along to the right. No.
That was where the body was found.
I'm going to go via the map, because as Vecna, who is watching, will know, I'm useless without a map. There it is. Oh.
Oh.
How do I get to it then?
Oh,
Can't remember how we saw it last time.
There was a magnifying glass.
yeah.
Is it when he turns?
Well, that's irritating. Oh, okay, yes, maybe go to the book and then screwdriver. Try using this. Here we go.
No. Oh, so it doesn't.
We have to use our initiative.
Interesting. I thought forensics had checked the whole area. Obviously not very well.
Honk.
It looks like a raven or a crow.
Yep. It is a broken pendant. As opposed to the people in the chat who are broken pedants. Okay, shall we go and ask Simon and Emma about this?
Yes.
Yeah, let's have a look at the map. So what have we... So we've been everywhere that's available, haven't we?
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, we can't go in Atlas yet. We can't go into the pub yet because they're closed at 5 p.m. on a Friday, which I frankly think is a silly business decision.
Let me just say, I'm really impressed with the interface and everything.
Absolutely. Do we want to knock for Simon or knock for Emma?
I think Emma would know more about jewelry.
Yeah,
I mean,
Emma would
that's a bit-
recognise that.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Okay,
That's a bit sexist, but
Ever seen this?
he's
Looks
a very
like,
strange character.
That's my old necklace. I gave this to Kate.
So Kate might have been wearing it last Friday.
Yeah, well, perhaps, but I can't see why. She was always buying new things, you know, lots of jewellery, stuff like that. It's meant to be a bird in cage, but the cage's fallen off. I'll show you.
Where did you buy it?
I didn't. Some wanted present.
Secret admirer.
Not so secret.
They like Doctor Who.
I see.
That's how it should have looked. It's called a freedom necklace.
Do you mind if I keep this?
No, not at all.
So the necklace did belong to Kate. Interesting. I'm starting to wish I'd brought a spare evidence bag.
Okay, so it should come with a cage. I'm sure we'll find that at some point. During the video, there was a huge stack of Doctor Who DVDs in there.
Can we just see the pen, please?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. No, it's facing the same way. I was wondering if it was like a... If it looks different.
I assume...
What else can we ask her about? Because there anything... Don't ask her about the screwdriver. It's like, where did you get that? I stole it from you.
I'm going to ask... It isn't worth asking Emma about the screwdriver. Drop silver
What
key.
about the bicycle?
Yeah. Whose is it?
Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, it's Simon's cousin's. He uses it to get to work.
You know the lock's broken.
Oh, I know. I keep telling him to fix it.
Okay. The old bottles.
What's the stack of bottles outside?
Oh, that's all Simon's stuff. You better ask him. I don't know.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah. I think... Can we ask Simon?
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
So let's see. Are they his bottles?
I noticed a lot of bottles outside. Are they yours?
Yeah, I make homebrew.
For yourself?
Well, no, I give it out to my friends and stuff. I tried selling it at first, but I didn't have any takers, except for James over at Farmhouse. I used to trade it to him for herbs and stuff.
Do you see James a lot?
No, not really.
Okay. Okay.
On the bike as well.
Oh, yes.
Do we
Who's
think
the
there are
bike
some strong
outside?
inverted
Oh,
commas
that's my
around
cousin's.
herbs?
He lent me it. I need to buy a new lock for it, though.
So it's your bike at the moment.
Yeah. There's no bus service to speak of around here, so it's really the only way to get around.
Uh-huh.
Bike is the only way Simon could... Do we know where Simon works? I'm trying to think.
Atlas, I believe.
In a shop.
Oh.
I thought he worked in a local shop.
Well.
Yeah.
Before
does.
we get to there, we have ourselves a contradiction now.
Do we?
The bike belongs... Hang on. Did he say that it was his bike? Oh, he did.
He
Hang
said
on.
his cousin
Oh,
his cousin left it, so now it's his.
Oh, I didn't hear the word
Left it.
cousin. Oh, I should pay attention. Right, ladies and gentlemen, no contradiction. Carry on. Where does he work? Yes, I'm not sure. Can't remember.
I feel like right at the start it was
Yeah,
mentioned,
I'm
and he
going
worked
back
in
through
a
my notes.
in a
Simon... No. Simon, the boyfriend, worked in the shop. Worked in the shop. I don't know whether that's a past tense. And did Atlas. No, I think he does. He worked in the shop. Okay.
Let's just check. Maybe the pendant. You should ask about the freedom necklace rather than the pendant. Okay, let's see what he says about the pendant.
Yeah.
You know what this is?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Emma had one like it. Actually, you know what? Kate had one. I remember because I asked her about it one night when we were all out drinking in college. I was probably pretty drunk.
That's what college is all about.
Is that enough of a contradiction? When was that
Oh,
drinking?
He said before they didn't socialise outside of Atlas.
Yay! One for the team. Excellent stuff. We now have wore the necklace at college, and then it was in the death. Didn't socialise with Kate outside Atlas. That's sort of gone grey. Is that not quite right? I mean...
That has to be one, surely.
Yeah.
It was because he said he was drinking outside.
It should be red or green, not grey. Well, that's grey. Try the other option. What's the other option?
Did he? No, because is college? Are we talking college is the Atlas place, or that it's where they did their PhD? No, because be university.
It's just. That's what I think, Vecna. I think that is part of college. I think they're using it in the.
So Atlas is the college, and.
Yeah, I think Atlas is the college.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it worth asking about the necklace card? Because you asked about the necklace.
No, you had to ask about the card.
Yeah,
You couldn't ask about
and that was the answer that we got.
Oh, got it. Got it. Sorry.
Why are some of them red, some of them green, some of them blue in the top list? Is that does that?
God. Is there red and green there?
No, there is.
There's a very slight.
I can tell there's different shadings, but I can't see the red and the green. I can if I concentrate. Now that you say it, I can see that there is a difference and that there is a red and green. It's blue, green, red. Blue,
some of them are
red,
notebook
blue.
style. So if you click on the blue ones, so the box of old bottles.
Box of old bottles. Good evening, Lazy Eye.
The unlocked bicycle. Yeah, so they're more like they look like a notebook style. The red ones are a sort of item.
Red ones are an item that we can't ask about, and the green ones are an item we can ask about.
Right, okay.
So only knew her for 3 months. So okay, let's do that one. And she wore the pendant at college. That's a contradiction.
So how did you know Kate was wearing a freedom necklace 18 months ago? At college?
Okay, college is...
Well, I knew Kate at college, but I didn't get to know her till we started Atlas.
Right, so you didn't socialise with her at college?
No.
And you didn't socialise with her outside of Atlas?
No.
You didn't see her outside Atlas at all?
No, not at all.
Thank you, Lazy Eye. Oh, we've unlocked a thing!
It's
So
moved
Simon
on
did
in
know Kate at
time.
college, but why would he lie about that? Maybe he knows Kate better than he's willing to admit. 6 o'clock. I wonder if Rebecca's working in the pub tonight.
Yes, let's go to the pub, everyone.
Let's all go to the pub.
Put his mole book down there. Press the bell, leave the pub, go to the restaurant. Let's press the bell! Ding ding!
Excellent.
Sorry, what can I get you?
Detective Inspector Jenks. Rebecca, is it?
Yeah.
There's been an incident in the village. I'm conducting an investigation. Could I ask you a few questions, please?
Right. Come through.
Thank you.
It's Friday night. I'm sure it won't be busy. I've got plenty of time for
What's
this.
it about?
There's been an unexplained death locally, not sure if you've heard.
The student?
Yes.
Yes, it was dreadful news.
You're married to Ryan, one of the Atlas leaders, yes?
I suppose I am, yes.
Well, I just wanted to ask a few questions about Kate and Atlas, if that's okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to answer any of them, but sure.
Okay, let's start from the top. Tell her asking about the death. It's always going to be a good place to start, isn't it? This is not Tibeti.
Did you know Kate?
Not very well. She came in a few times, but she was quite a moody person. You could tell she had problems.
I
When
think there's a
was the last
history.
time you saw her?
Friday. She popped in for a minute.
And when was that?
7-ish.
Was she on her own?
I didn't see who she was with. She put £20 on the bar and then left.
What was that for?
A breakage, presumably.
£20? Just for a beer glass?
Well, she was very drunk. She just put it on the bar and then walked out.
Was there a broken glass?
Not that I noticed. But she was a strange girl.
Okay. So what's that £20? Is that for the special herbs? Yeah.
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
So you didn't know if Kate had lost it?
No idea.
Now, she's someone who might have seen it before because she might have carded her at some point in time. Not a contradiction on itself, but... Because how old was she? I don't know what year this is set in, actually, so... yeah, but anyway. Drop silver key. Okay. Unlocked bicycle. No. Screwdriver. We're going to ask everyone about this screwdriver that we've stolen.
What do you think of me stealing this?
Box of old bottles, broken pendant, freedom necklace card. We can ask about. Okay.
Do you recognise this?
I've seen students wearing them. Has some sort of meaning, doesn't it? I forget what it is now.
Seen anyone wearing one recently?
Not that I can remember.
She's being cagey. Because we're after a cage. Homebrew. Don't tell me they sell it in the pub.
Know anything about Simon Thompson's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew?
Apparently.
No, we do buy from a microbrewery, but we don't usually buy from kitchen breweries.
She seems quite catty. Yeah, that's fine. 2015 is the sort of year that it came out. And vodka and orange juice. Yes, there we go. There's your screwdriver. Don't think we've got any contradictions there.
Lots of facts.
Lots of facts, but no contradictions. And it's 6 p.m, so we might.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Let's go to the restaurant. It's a nice pub.
And of course, he has now been to a lake and to a pub, and he's stolen stuff. He is the untitled goose.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just looking what's on the menu. Garlic and ginger king prawn sizzler, $13.95. Very nice.
Very nice.
I would have that. I don't like seafood, but that does sound good. The one underneath it's sold out. That's a disappointing thing. But there's nothing there that we can look at. The pub's plants are very planty. Very planty. Okay. I want to ring the bell again.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Oh, fair enough. That's
Thank you.
It's
Probably
summoned.
be back later.
Summoned her. Okay. Investigate behind the pub. That wasn't there before, was it?
Ooh,
It was, but you barreled straight in.
Oh, right.
understandably.
I meant at 5 p.m. He is
Oh,
a
not at
naughty
5.
goose. He is a very naughty goose.
He's totally a goose.
It's changed this game for me entirely.
Broken window. Recently smashed by the look of it. Might have to ask about that.
Aha, that could be what the... Now that plaster is the same as the plaster in the same bag as the driving license. Take a look. If I go to the driving license, look at the top of it. It's got that same dotty plaster type thing.
The tape thing. This does look like that sort of courtyard in Untitled Goose Game with the piles of rubbish.
Oh, I hated that bit.
And the tables.
I hated that.
Chairs that you have to run underneath.
It's also dripping, raining there. We can enter the outbuilding.
Go for it.
Now.
Key!
If only I had a key.
That it would let you try
using this.
Oh, I see. But you don't have to.
And now we're just we're breaking and entering.
Mm-hmm. Do we? I mean, are we look? Yeah, I was going to say, are we looking for anything in particular in the pictures? Do you think, or will it always tell us when there's something?
I think it'll always tell us. And people are saying technically it's not breaking it because we're not breaking anything.
Are they leeks? They're giant. Leeks.
It's a bag of leeks.
And some butter, just out on the table.
Those are leeks. Those are giant leeks.
Yeah.
Traditional food, please. Yeah, absolutely.
Traditional melted butter and leeks.
There was a magnifying glass there.
Yeah, I clicked on that. So this is what this is. Atlas. Oh.
I wonder whose mask this is. Rebecca's or Ryan's?
Okay, he's going to nick that as well, isn't he? Yep, that's in our adventure. He's got good pockets. Let's investigate behind the shelves.
Just looks like junk, but it's too dark to tell.
If only I had a way of turning on the light. So we'll need hang on, there's a light bulb right here. But I assume... Oh, that's show tips.
That's tips. You can't use it.
Okay.
So we've still got the screwdriver, haven't we? And the key's been used now.
The screwdriver we do still have. Could try using
You've just
this.
still got the screwdriver.
No use for it here. Okay, so yeah, cardboard mask. Which I reckon we'll need to wear to get in to Atlas. I reckon we'll need that to get into that building.
Yep.
So, okay, it looks... It's a local village for local people. At least put the lock... Okay, he's put the lock back on. Okay.
I bet he's not going to give the key back, is he?
Interesting.
Are there any new areas on the map?
Let's take a look.
Apart from behind the pub.
He should set the building on fire so we can see in the dark.
I'm wondering if we can use the farm now, because he'd said he sold his homebrew to the farm.
Yes, he did. So that'll be...
That's down on the left
again. It's
again.
One of these two. I'll go all the way, and then go back.
We still can't do it.
Okay. Well, we will at some point.
We can't do anything there.
Oh yes, we need to ask about the window. Thank you, Meredith. We need to ask why does your pub have a broken window?
Oh, they'll blame it on youths or something.
Ransack unrelated house, says Arch Davidson. Ding ding goes the bell.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Oh yes, and the cardboard mask. Okay, let's do the window.
How did the window get broken out round the back?
I don't actually know. Someone said two girls were arguing outside. I found out after they'd gone.
And when was this?
Last Friday, just after we opened, about 6:30. I taped over it until I can get it fixed. We don't want people getting cut and suing us.
Does that sort of thing happen a lot? Arguments?
No, not really. I'm quite strict when it comes to borrowing clients I don't think are suitable.
Okay, so that window's been like it for a whole week.
And somebody said meeting... Didn't I say meeting at 7 at the pub or something? Was that?
We're coming close to a contradiction here because she taped over the broken window and we saw that the tape mark... the tape has got the same as this. So we've got haven't seen the license before, and
Yep. The broken window.
taped over the window.
Do you think she put £20 on the bar because of the broken window rather than a broken glass?
Oh, yes, absolutely. But that's not a contradiction.
Ah.
Oh, right, yes, but that is the that's a contradiction, yes, about the £20 on the broken window. So...
Doesn't know who broke the window, maybe.
Doesn't know who broke the window, and it's going to be... where was it? There we are.
Kate. Yeah.
There's...
Yay!
So, you said Kate gave you £20 for a breakage, but you didn't have a breakage.
Thanks, chat.
That's right.
Do you think the payment could have been for the broken window? Could it have been Kate who was arguing?
Well, I suppose it could have been, yeah. It could have been Kate, you're probably right, yeah.
But you don't know who she was arguing with?
No, I'm not sure.
I'll ask around. Not realising Kate had broken the window. Rebecca really should have worked that out before now. Unless she did. But why would she lie about that?
Okay. Let's ask her about the cardboard mask.
Do you know what this is?
Oh, you'll have to ask Ryan about that.
So this is Ryan's.
It's to do with one of Ryan's methods on the course.
Go on.
Well, masks allow you to play at being someone different for a while. Students find it quite liberating.
So this would be for a student?
I think that one's Ryan's, but students do wear them, yes.
Okay. Doesn't really tell us anything, but it's a mask that is sometimes worn. Okay. Yes, it's got faces of the moon on it. Very Wiccan, yeah. Don't think there's anything else to ask her.
I presume we can only speak to Ryan by going to Atlas.
Ah, yes, that would make sense.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Because he does have a class tonight. He has a different set compared to Simon and Emma.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
I think we should probably visit and ask about the new stuff that we've since got.
Especially because the only other girl we know about at the moment is Emma, but Emma says she saw her last Thursday, but if they were the ones arguing at the pub,
That would be a contradiction.
that'd be a contradiction.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Kate's argument. Let's.
Did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
No, I wasn't there.
You weren't in the village?
No, I went home
That was a bit...
last Thursday night, actually, to see my parents.
But you do visit the pub.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know Rebecca quite well. We all went there quite a bit after college.
Something feels off there, doesn't it?
Ever seen this before?
Nope, I haven't, sorry. I think I'd have remembered it.
Broken pub window. Ask about it.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub round the back?
The pub, a broken window at the back. Yeah, I saw it was broken.
When was that?
I was in the pub on Monday with a college friend.
That all tallies up, I think. Foggy says she can
went
cage
home.
6 hamsters and an upset mink with how cagey she's being. That's that's good.
Pub on Monday, okay.
We can ask about Simon's homebrew. We haven't asked about it yet. It was only as it was bottles when we asked her last time.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Me, no. I don't like beer. I only drink wine. I can't stand spirits either.
Right, that's going to come up in a contradiction.
That
That's
is gonna come up,
absolutely.
Yeah. Yes, Kate was drinking spirits or something else. Yeah.
Absolutely. Visited the pub on Monday night with a friend, so if we work out what they were drinking, we're going to get the contradiction when we come back to this bit. That's going to be a thing.
Definitely.
Shall we have a quick chat to Simon?
be back later on, if that's okay.
And just ask him about everything. So, broken pub window. Does he know?
Do you know anything about a broken window at the pub?
No, I don't really go to the pub very often. I'm not exactly a pub person.
That's fine, because she went to the pub with a friend. It wasn't him. So that's fine. Cardboard mask?
Have a look at this. Know anything about that?
I haven't seen this one, but it looks a lot like an Atlas mask. We use them for some of the workshops and stuff.
Really? How?
Well, you have to say something boastful or arrogant. You do it first without the mask, and then you say it with a mask.
And the point is?
Well, it's easier when you have the mask on, isn't it? People are not as afraid to be free about themselves, you know?
How did you find out about Atlas?
Well, it was advertised. Actually, I think I've still got the... This is the advert that was at my college. To be honest, I've learned more in 3 months at Atlas than I did in 3 years at business school.
Can I keep that?
Yeah, go for it.
Why start asking now?
I suppose that might be useful as a conversational starter.
Okay. The thing that it's a cult, obviously. There's obviously something weird going on there. I just like the fact that the middles of the A's are very much like the Welcome to Night Vale logo. So it's definitely a cult. As Affluency Plainer said in the chat. Cult. What haven't we asked about? Kate's argument.
Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No, I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
What did you do after the course?
Just went home. Came here. Just came straight back.
Straight back, you say. And we have an advertising poster. The only thing limiting your future is your past.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
We can ask about that poster, so let's do that.
What do you know about Atlas?
I know that it's a business course. I went with Simon when he first went, but it wasn't really my thing.
How often did you go?
Just the once.
And you decided it wasn't for you?
Yeah, I'd been to something similar, so decided it wasn't for me.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't see anything fishy there.
Oh, very good, Hologrow. That's a highbrow reference. Excellent. I like it. David Mitchell, was it? Atlas Shrugged, I think. Not that David Mitchell, the other David Mitchell.
That's Cloud Atlas.
Oh.
Is it Anne Ryan?
There we go. There's an answer smash right there. Cloud Atlas Shrugged. Okay. I don't feel like we've got any contradictions going on at the moment.
No, that's all sounding
That's
okay.
it for the time being, thank you.
Gonna need a bigger notebook. Okay. Can we to Atlas yet?
Oh, can we go to Atlas? That's a good question. Let's enter the Atlas building. Hooray!
It's locked now. Everything happens at 6.
At last, says Dave. Very good.
Oh, very good, very good.
The hallway is a hallway.
Ryan was interviewed in the lounge, according to the report. That must be his office.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Well.
Well, that's exciting.
That's a carpet.
It is.
It's a carpet. Do you like the look of the vases there? Shall we nick one of those as well? Secret passage to the conservatory.
There's a blanket on the chair and the thingy. I'm very good at spotting a blanket. Do we have to use the mask maybe to go into something?
Oh, Yeah, I'll like try using this. Can't be used here.
Oh.
Hang on. It says a poster advertising atlas was given by Simon. Click here to see all replies to this. Oh, I see. That's nice.
Oh, that's clever.
That is clever. Yeah.
And at the moment, we've only got Emma, but that's very useful. So we can now see Simon has talked about the necklace, and Rebecca has. Oh, that's lovely.
That's really nice.
That's lovely. Okay, that's good. Just open the door. Just open it.
Yeah. Doesn't look locked. Oh well, never mind. We're obviously not meant to.
It looks like a push door because the other one's got a handle. The one on the left doesn't look like it has a handle.
Yeah.
But anyway, so there's not a lot going on in there at the moment. So we'll have to come back here when it is more interesting. That's not a bad idea, Foggy. Should I go and quickly do that? Wear the mask in the reading room. I'll go and quickly do
yes,
that.
maybe someone will approach you. Or something.
Indeed. Whilst I do that, if that doesn't do anything, what should I think about doing?
It's a shame there's no library in this place.
Because we'd investigate a library.
That'd be the next obvious place.
Maybe you can see something special through the mask in this room.
There is no use for the cardboard mask here.
It was a good call, though. All right, Holliger, I'll allow that.
I think that's later on in the evening, like 9-ish, 10-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it maybe worth going back to the pub and asking about Emma's trip to the pub on Monday and who she was with and what she was drinking?
Yes.
In case we can catch out.
Yes.
I definitely only drink wine.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm sure they must sell wine and other drinks.
Ding ding goes the bell.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Do I know when Wimbledon usually starts? Oh, it's normal. Oh, at 10ish. Oh. I was just gonna say like mid-July, mid-June, end of June. No, suckered into that one.
I mean, I was going to shout Clemson.
DM.
Somebody else is doing it. Yeah. Rubik's. Okay.
The only thing we've got new is this, because it says replay answer for this one. Heard an argument.
Okay, so we can't ask about Emma going.
No.
Oh no.
Because we need. So I'll ask about the poster.
What do you know about this?
Yeah, why not?
It's an advertisement. They had it designed by an agency, I think.
And when was that?
Last year sometime.
Fine. Don't think there is anything that we've...
Hang on, hasn't the course been going on for 18 months? Simon said the course has been going for 18 months.
But that doesn't mean
So
that you...
he wouldn't have had it designed. He wouldn't have had it designed last year.
I thought he was at college 18 months ago, and they've only been at Atlas for 3 months or so.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
That's still nothing there.
Is that? Did you hear what I said, or did I?
Yes. Yep.
Okay,
I don't think that's an issue. It's just when it was designed.
Yeah, but it would have been advertising the start of the course, wouldn't it? Unless they do it every year. I guess.
Maybe. That's true.
That's a good idea, Archer.
There will be a car here at some point. There will be a car.
Can we use the screwdriver to get into the garage? Wouldn't put it past him.
Call the chief. Don't want to do that. Go down West Street.
Is that? Do we only call the chief when we know who an answer or something?
Don't really know. I thought that was for hints.
I think it was for hints.
Oh, okay, cool.
there's this building that we keep looking at and then can't do anything with.
That very first building we looked at, we saw a sign on the door, didn't we? Which sounded like it was for a similar kind of a improve your life sort of course. And I'm just thinking, Emma says she had been to something similar.
Yeah, that was here, and we can't.
So that we can't do anything with that.
No.
Leaflet, though, can we?
No, can't even look at it, which is a bit irritating.
Yeah. We did look at it before, didn't we? I'm not imagining that.
We did.
Yeah.
Paul, Ryan, Rand are on the map here, but we can't do anything with it yet. We can't visit them. We can go behind their house, but not do anything. I mean, can I try using this? That's not going to do anything here. Screwdriver doesn't do anything here.
And the key we've used, so I presume it wouldn't open.
We could go back to the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
On the jetty, fine. Into the woods. Because there's going to be a piece of evidence somewhere along here, I feel. The Rosenbaum estate grounds. Oh, that's a fun one, Jess. So, so that was... Oh, I think I have to be interviewing her to do it. Yeah. Okay. Let's... Because there doesn't seem to be anything here. Let's go over here. Don't think so, Vecna.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Here we go. Right. So... where is it? So... where had she said it? Seen students wearing the necklace. Okay, fine. Let's ask her about... Didn't know Kate very well. Kate was very drunk. That's going to be one of it. Rebecca thought Kate was very drunk when she came into the pub on Friday. Now, where is her strict... almost tempted to try the hasn't seen the license before. Unlocked bicycle, no. Screwdriver, no. Where did she say that I'm strict about who I throw out? Heard an argument between two girls outside. Window broken last Friday, approximately 6:30.
Was it the argument? Because was it the question then, do you have many arguments? And she said, no, I'm normally quite strict. Yeah, there it is.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Not a contradiction. Kate broke the window during an argument. What? When was that? And then, hang on, and then doesn't know who broke the window. But I can't click that. So that's obviously...
No. Sorry about that. I had a Wi-Fi issue. The tech problem tonight.
Oh, well, welcome back.
Thank you. What did I... you were in the woods.
We're back in the pub asking Emma... and asking Rebecca about things. I noticed there's two things here. Kate broke the window during an argument and doesn't know who broke the window. But this one is greyed out because she's now realised that Kate broke the window. So that's...
Yeah, during that conversation, he pointed it out to her and she said, oh, yeah, I guess.
So it's updated. Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I think taped over the broken window and the driving licence hasn't seen the licence before. because of the tape.
Mm.
Maybe I'll try the other one. Where did she say it again? No.
No. Good chat, good chat.
There's a possibility, Vecna. There is a phone number on that poster. There is a website. There is a website, and I'm very tempted now. That's not... Yeah, so let's try the license and the was drunk. When I can find... Oh no, it was in the death. Kate was very drunk. No.
And is it maybe also worth trying not seeing the license and very strict? Because if she was very strict, she'd be checking ages potentially.
Yes, I tried that.
Just to sort of scratch my sort of itch, would you do the one about the poster and the 18 months ago? Or can you... Oh, does it have to be one person contradicting themselves?
Yes. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Because then we would only have the 18-month evidence from Simon, wouldn't we? So, okay. No worries. No worries.
Shall we go for a hint?
Has anybody in... You haven't seen the necklace Kate was presumably wearing it, suggests Meredith.
Okay.
So did it be...
Hasn't seen anyone wear one recently.
Mm-hmm. And... Kate. She definitely saw Kate because Kate gave Rebecca 20 quid. So she last saw her in the pub on Friday.
No.
Wouldn't it be the second one? That she saw her in the pub, but she hadn't seen her.
Nope.
No. Nice suggestion, Meredith. Okay. Hologrow's got nothing either, so I don't feel so bad.
Maybe it is time to phone in for a hint.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Maybe not, guys. Like,
better investigate the woods again is the hint that we've been given.
Oh, you were there just before I lost my internet.
I was. I was having a jolly old time.
Can we put the mask on and look around the woods, see if anybody feels like approaching us?
So
left into... Oh, did we go into the woods?
Yeah.
Have we been in?
Yeah.
We've been left into the woods. Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny. Ah, okay.
But if we now go... Oh, yes, okay. Oh, hello.
Oh. Ryan's brother?
Who is it? I'm a police officer, Detective Inspector Jenks. It's all right, you can carry on if you want to. I'm just going. I'm investigating a death in the village, Kate Vine. There was a death recently.
I knew her.
Well, could I ask you a few questions, please?
It's a bit dark.
What?
Well, if you give me your name and address, I'll come later on. Where do you live?
Farmhouse.
And what's your name?
James.
The local herb seller.
Okay.
Oh, so he was... Yeah, we have been here, but he wasn't there earlier.
He wasn't here earlier, you're absolutely right.
No.
He was having a cheeky puff. Okay. So now let's head to the farmhouse.
Yeah. Yes, assuming we can...
We can only go behind it again.
No, that's not the farmhouse. The farmhouse is further down the road, I think.
Okay. Silly me.
It's okay.
According to the
Abbey
map,
Farm.
Abbey
There you go.
Farm is across the road there.
Those are not the sort of shoes to be wearing at a farm. We could ring the doorbell, or let's snoop the garden already. See what we can steal from there before we visit him. Let's look in the greenhouse.
Why change the habit of a lifetime?
Okay.
Oh, magnifying glass. Oh.
Picture frames with black painted glass. Very interesting.
Is it? Was that interesting? Well, we'll ask him about it. Okay.
What's he doing there then? Making strange
mouse,
obsidian mirrors.
The mouse changes.
Oh,
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
weird. I think that's a bug. Right. Yeah. Let's go into the farmhouse and interrogate the life out of him. Ding ding goes the bell. They like bells here, don't they?
Could I ask you a few more questions, please? Didn't take you long. Haven't got much time. Just close the doors, shall I? Where do you want to sit?
Oh, anywhere's fine. I didn't quite catch your name.
James, sit there.
Thank you, James.
So polite.
Why are you asking me about Cape Vine?
Routine. You know Simon, don't you? Thompson.
Why, what did he say?
That you all went to college together, you and Kate. Is that right?
Might have done.
Right. Good enough.
No, very much not good enough. Dear. Okay, let's start with asking
Start at
about
the beginning.
Yeah, at the death.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
Can't remember.
How did you know her?
Through Simon. His girlfriend was mates with her. Saw her around college a few times.
Did you socialise with her much?
Nah. She wasn't my type.
It's darker in this room than it was outside by the lake.
That's true. But he has got the curtains closed. Driving licence.
Did you know
Also-
whether Kate had lost this or not?
Sorry, Caroline.
No idea.
He barely knew her. Why would he ask him that?
Sorry, what was that, Caroline?
I was going to say, someone who paints mirrors black should hardly be complaining about how dark things are.
Yes.
Unlocked bicycle.
What do you know about Simon's bike?
What bike?
You haven't seen him on a bike.
I haven't seen him.
When was the last time you saw him?
About a month ago.
When was the last time you weren't high?
Yes.
About a month ago. About 2 months ago.
When was the last time you spoke to someone civilly?
Screwdriver? Nah. Box of old bottles isn't... okay. Broken pendant? No.
He'll know about the homebrew.
Yeah, the homebrew
Ever
building.
seen one of these before? Freedom necklace.
Don't think so.
You are as useful as a chocolate teapot.
Homebrew.
Here we go. Here we go.
He'll know this. He'll know
Have
this.
you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Thompson's tar? Yeah, I've tried it.
Did he sell it?
Well, not to me, not for money anyway. We used to trade stuff.
What did you trade?
Uh-huh.
I make a nice herbal tea as it happens. Him and his girlfriend were into it.
Herbs.
What was his beer like?
Lethal.
Strong?
Knock your eyes out.
Okay. Broken pub window. Yeah, herbal tea. Absolutely with herbal. We all know where it's going.
Know
Tea,
anything
quotes.
about a broken window at the pub?
Don't go to the pub.
You've never been to the pub.
Say that. I've been to the pub, but not for about 2 months, 3 months.
Why has he not been to the pub? Is he trying to go sober or something?
He's got enough herbal tea to
Ever
last him.
seen
this before?
Oh, should I have?
No, it's okay.
This is lovely.
This is so hammy, isn't it?
I love it. I love it.
Know anything
Yeah,
about
but
an
nice
argument at the
detector.
pub last Friday?
No.
Yeah. No, well, the suspect is being rude back. I think you'll find, Bitter Otter. He's not going to know about this.
Ever seen one of these?
Seen them around college.
What do you know about it?
Not much. It's a business course. Ask Simon, he's on it.
You wouldn't be interested in that sort of thing? And you haven't discussed it with Simon?
Not really. Business doesn't interest me.
No.
Well, I mean, what do you do all day?
Yeah. But this is going to
Paint
be
mirrors.
this is going to be an interesting one.
Now, what's all this stuff in the workshop? Paint and stencils and things like that?
Just a little sideline of mine.
Oh, you do picture framing?
They're black mirrors. Scrying mirrors.
You're on it, Vecna.
Now, what's a scrying mirror?
Show you one if you want. Scrying goes back centuries. The ancient Persians did it. This country pagans still practice it. The fortune tellers pretend to do it. That's what the crystal ball's all about. It's all scrying. Mirror's just one way of doing it.
But what is scrying?
Depends who you are. People do it for different reasons.
What sort of reasons?
Exploring your mind, clearing your mind, communicating with the dead.
Is that what you use them for, James? Communicating with the dead?
I only make them for other people these days.
And there's a market for these, is there?
Lots of people want to talk to the dead, even if they don't believe in it.
Do you make a profit on them?
I don't do it for the money.
How very charitable of you. Can I keep this?
Keep it.
Hooray! We've got another thing!
Black mirrors and hookah pipes. I wonder what else James is into.
Well, may find out about midnight, won't we? I can't look into the mirror at the moment, Hologrow, but okay. Were there any contradictions? I feel like there weren't. I feel like he was being honest.
Arch thought it was something about the poster design again, but said he's seen the poster at college, but why would he have been at the college though if he's not on it?
But I guess if they're just advertising it around the college, then he will have seen the posters.
Why would he have been to the college if business isn't his thing?
I don't
Is
know.
it a college? Is it a college? that
How
runs
long?
lots
Oh
of
yes.
courses?
How long? He said they all went to college together.
Yeah.
When did he say that?
Right at the beginning about Kate Vine's death, I think.
So, can't remember last time we saw Kate. Knew Kate through Simon's girlfriend, Emma. Didn't socialise with Kate. I think we need to go and see Emma and Simon again. And ask them about this glass.
Yeah.
Be that later on, if that's okay.
I feel like the poster is very irrelevant, and you think it's very relevant, which is interesting. Where did we need to go for this? I forgot where they are.
Eden Lodge in the middle-ish.
Cool.
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to knock on the window again, because I just enjoy doing that.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Okay, so we asked about the advertising poster. Let's ask about the black scrying mirror.
Have you seen one of these before?
Is that from James?
Now, what do you know about James?
That is creepy. He was selling them last Friday at the market. There's a market every week type thing. And I usually go there for lunch.
So you wouldn't buy one of these?
No, I wouldn't. But Kate would.
Was she into this sort of thing?
No, I don't think so. She bought one, and I went round to her flat to try it out. You're meant to see ghosts or spirits or something. It doesn't work.
How do you use it?
You're just meant to stare into it. Shall I show you?
Go ahead.
Okay, so you just stare like this, and then you see.
See what?
Sorry. Look, you're meant to see a ghost or something. Look, it doesn't work. Didn't work, so.
Yeah, he was not. She wasn't around on Friday, so that's
No, there was an absolute contradiction there. So
James was selling them last Friday.
Yes.
And
last saw her in the library on Thursday. That's your contradiction, isn't it?
No.
No, she went home to her parents.
Yeah, I don't know where that was said.
I think it was about the pub argument.
Yeah.
Because she said she wasn't in the pub because.
No, not that one. Not Monday. The argument one.
Oh, Kate's argument, Thursday night.
Yes.
And
the mirror.
James was selling them last Friday. There's a contradiction. Bing!
Yeah.
So, you went home to see your parents on Thursday night, that right?
Yes.
But you said you saw James at the market on Friday.
No, I went to see my parents on Friday night.
Ah, yes.
What time did you go on Friday?
8 or 9.
And you didn't see Kate at all on Friday?
No.
You're not a very good liar, Emma.
Okay. I saw Kate.
Where?
At the pub we were arguing.
Go on. What were you arguing about?
I'd lent her £50 because she was desperate, and we were just arguing. It didn't really bother me. She just didn't have it.
And Kate broke the window?
Yes. She did things like that when she was angry.
Smash things?
Yes.
So it was Emma arguing with Kate, but why didn't she want to admit it? In case it gave her a motive? Or something else?
So we now know who was going on that Friday night with the window. So we could probably go back to the pub and tell her that, and then go, okay, and then might find some more information.
Now, of course, she also said she saw nothing in that mirror, and we definitely heard spooky music playing as she looked into it, and we all know spooky music means.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
But we can't pick spooky music sound effects as one of our contradictions, can we?
No.
Ever seen one of these?
Yeah, that's one of James's. He's into like New Age stuff, mysticism, magic spells, that sort of thing. He's nuts, though. I mean, he thinks the government are tracking him or something.
Why would he think that?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll try to later.
I agree with what Meredith said about what, if she didn't have
Thank
the
you.
money and
Probably be back later.
to give the 50 quid back, how did she put £20 on the bar?
So there's no option for that here. We'll have to go back to the bar for that one, I think, to do with the 20 quid on the bar. Yeah, we can't pick the 20 quid here. So let's go to the pub then. And
Thank
ask
you. Probably be back later.
about the money.
And the whole money thing is very strange because we also had very early on that she tended to buy lots of new jewellery quite regularly.
Ooh.
And she bought a mirror as well.
So she had money for, yeah.
She bought a mirror at the market. Oh, James's ones.
Ding.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
We'll also ask about the scrying mirror whilst we're here.
Have you seen one of these before?
Is it meant to be black like that?
I think so.
No.
Fine, fair enough. So, Kate's argument, no. Cardboard mask. broken pub window. So there's the £20 for the breakage. But we need to. What do we?
I think we would be having to ask Emma about the money and the broken window because she was there for both of them. Whereas the pub.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
The pub only knows about the broken window, not about. This is so cool. I'm really enjoying this.
A few more questions, please.
So Kate's argument: lent money to Kate because Kate needed it.
Yes. And broken pub window.
Knew Kate had bought a mirror. Maybe.
Well, but then, yeah, I guess that's not being desperate for cash, is it? But
no. Okay.
It really doesn't have contradiction. So lent money and then no. So we only know about the 20 quid from the bar from the pub.
Yeah.
But we only know about the
Yeah.
lending money from Emma. Okay. Who is Simon's cousin, Meredith? I don't think we know.
Is it worth asking her about the broken pub window again? Because she originally told us that can we ask about it again, or did we just get the same answer? Because last time she told us she saw it on the Monday.
Sorry, which question?
The one about the pub window.
Broken pub window. So we can replay the answer.
But do we just get the same answer?
Know anything about a broken window at the pub round the back?
Pub. A broken window at the back.
That's the same video.
Yeah. I saw it was broken.
When was that?
I was in the pub on Monday with a college friend.
Buying jewellery.
Loaning money.
Kate bought lots of new jewellery. There we go. Desperate for cash.
Yes.
Bought lots of new jewellery. Thank
So
you.
you
hologram.
lent money to Kate because she was desperate, but she bought loads of jewellery and things. So why were you lending her money?
Well, no, it's because,
It wasn't about money, was it, Emma?
No.
Go on. What was it really about?
We were arguing because she was going to blackmail Ryan, the guy from Atlas, over an affair he was having and then tell his wife if he didn't give her the money.
Ryan's affair with Kate?
No, I don't know. I think he was having an affair with another student and Kate found out.
And why were you involved?
Because I didn't really agree with it. I didn't agree with what she was doing, even if he did have an affair.
Were you friends with Ryan?
No, I'd never met him.
You just thought Kate was wrong?
Yeah.
Not sure about this. Emma's either on a moral crusade, or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan.
Was he having an affair with Kate? With
Emma? That was my first thought.
I get confused about all these names now. So Emma is the person who is dead. No, that's Kate.
Kate. We were just talking to Emma.
Kate. Okay.
She also just claimed that she'd never met Ryan. Yeah, so Jason said the same thing. She never met Ryan, but she did go to one of the Atlas meetings.
Was it Ryan and his dad that runs?
Yes. So I think so. She might be lying about having not met him.
Has never met Ryan.
Yes.
Went
and then
to an Atlas seminar with Simon. Yes.
Yes.
You said you went to an Atlas meeting with Simon.
Yes.
That's interesting, because I happen to know that Ryan is the main lecturer at Atlas. You say you never met him. Why did you say you don't
This
know
would
him?
me if I was trying to lie as well.
Okay, I need to tell you something.
Don't tell Simon. Don't tell Simon.
Need to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
I won't be telling Simon anything he doesn't have to hear.
And you can't tell Rebecca either.
Go on.
Okay, so the affair that happened was between Ryan and I. I was having the affair, and Kate knew.
So Kate was blackmailing both of you?
No, she didn't care about me. It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn her back on Ryan. She thought I wouldn't care.
But you did.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I, and I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up and it would have just been a big mess.
And so you just argued and what?
Well, she just stormed off and broke a window.
And that was it? You didn't see her again that night?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I promise.
Oh.
7 o'clock.
Good luck.
So, Ryan's a bit of Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
That is good. So we're going to carry on.
It's getting darker as well. That's so clever.
Oh yeah, yep. So
Yep.
we're going to play for another 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that.
Oh.
That has gone really loud with this music.
It has.
But as soon as I
So
start
we can
doing
go
things,
to Alice now.
I don't know why I've done that.
No.
I just wanted to
Okay.
change the music, but right after.
Get to Atlas.
There we go. So where are we going? Are we going to Atlas now?
Yeah, I want to read
Yeah.
my mood. Thanks, Foggy.
Thank you, Foggy. Hooray!
Ryan!
Hooray.
Yes.
Detective Inspector Jenks, I'm conducting an investigation in the area. Wouldn't mind asking you a few questions, is that all right?
Come in, Inspector.
Thank you.
Oh.
Told you it was a push door.
Drink, Inspector.
I'd better not, eh?
So you
I'm
want to
about ready
speak
to
to me?
go.
I believe that Kate Vine was a student at Atlas.
Kate Vine? Well, yes, she was. All of this has been thoroughly investigated, Inspector. It was suicide.
Well, we have reason to believe there may be rather more to it than that.
Really? Well, then, in that case, I'd be prepared to assist in any way possible.
Thank you.
With pleasure.
Vecna says, the leaning on the mantelpiece type. Right, here we go. Got loads of things to ask
Right. Yeah.
about. 20 minutes later. Here we go.
I believe the last time you saw Kate Vine was at the pub last Friday, then you came straight back with some of the students, is that right?
Yes, I like to have a glass of port or two after a long day, and benefits of being married to the landlady.
How did she seem that night?
The landlady?
Kate.
Well, she was her usual self, drunk.
That was usual.
It was for her, yes. I mean, it didn't impair her ability, though. She was a very bright star, lots of potential, very enthusiastic.
So she seemed to be enjoying the course?
Well, as far as anybody could tell, yes.
When did you first meet her?
When she joined, about 3 months ago.
And you hadn't met her before then?
Yeah.
So you didn't suspect there was anything wrong?
Well, do you mean, did I expect her to drown herself? Of course I didn't inspect her. It was quite a shock. Nobody expected that.
He didn't take a single sip from his drink in that. He kept getting close, and he never did.
It's like when they eat on television programs.
Indeed,
and they
indeed.
never get there.
So last saw Kate last Friday when she was drunk. First met her 3 months ago. Said Kate enjoyed the course and appeared happy. Hadn't suspected any emotional problems.
They kept saying she was very moody and stuff all the time. So, okay, well, we can't. do
Can't
anything
ask
yet.
about the... Oh, hang on. Yes, we can. Here we go.
Have you seen this before?
Someone will have seen it.
Not that I recall.
You don't know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No, I've never seen it before, sorry.
Okay. No, someone will have seen it, and that's going to be the whole key to the case.
Do you know Simon's cousin's bicycle? Oh my god!
Does Simon Thompson ride a bike, do you know?
I think so, yes. I think he drives as well, but I might be mistaken.
Fine. Broken pub window.
What do you know about the broken window at the back of the pub?
Oh, Rebecca told me about it. I don't know how it got smashed, though.
I told her to tape over it. We can't have anybody cutting themselves. You have to be very health and safety conscious these days.
Did you give her the tape?
Okay, so there's a thing that we need to bring up in a minute. Cardboard mask. Okay, this should be important because he's in Atlas, so he'll have seen this sort of thing.
Can you tell me about this?
Haven't seen that for a while. We had a friend who used to make them for us for the course. He passed away last year.
What does the symbol mean?
It's borrowed from paganism. It's the symbol of the triple goddess, the mother, maiden, and crone, represented by the waxing and waning of the moon. It's an ancient symbol. It predates Christianity. Some people say that it dates back to Paleolithic times.
And is that relevant to the course?
Well, no. I mean, it's a symbol we dabbled with, but it's not particularly relevant. We don't use it on the course, no.
That was quite a denial. So that was the cardboard mask. Kate's argument. Well, here we go.
Do you know anything about an argument in the pub last Friday?
What time?
I believe it wasn't long after the pub opened.
No. I usually leave for the Manor House about 6. I start preparations around 6:30. I like to get a head start.
Atlas. So this is okay. Over to you here, Helen.
Yeah, I'm really hoping this is
Tell me about this.
It's the first one we ever had made. We had it designed by an agency after we'd spent weeks trying to find a name for this place.
It took you weeks?
Don't be like that, Inspector. I thought it was a rather grand name. Actually, if I'm being honest, I plucked it out of thin air one night in the George while I was having a few gin and tonics. Well, actually, somebody left a book and I stole it.
Atlas name picked randomly.
Well, we haven't heard anything about the name yet, so.
And then here we are.
Have you seen one of these before?
I believe that looks like a scrying mirror to me.
You have seen one before?
Well, I used to have one myself, actually, along with lots of other bits and pieces of that nature. Silly things, you know.
Really?
Yes, when I was in my teenage years, I had quite an obsession with that kind of thing. I was a very somber child, and well, not that you could tell, always playing fantasy games, reading books about that kind of malarkey, you know.
What sort of books did you read?
Well, books on black magic, not the chocolates, witchcraft, satanic rituals, that kind of thing. I grew out of it, of course.
But you're not into that sort of thing now.
Of course I'm not. I mean, I don't need to believe in the supernatural, Inspector. The natural world is far more interesting. Don't you think so?
Okay. Have we got any contradictions in amongst that? There must be. Malarkey is a great word. I did notice. He said it with the malarkey. I like the way he said it as well.
I mean, only minor ones, but... Oh, I'm really not about the poster, so...
Natural like herbs.
Yeah.
The true meaning of that poster has yet to come to the fore. That's not in this chapter, is it?
No.
Let's go back to the Kate death one right at the beginning of this.
Yeah.
Please. We first met Kate 3 months ago. Do we know anything more about setting up the course? As to how long the course has been running? No, we didn't hear anything about it, did we?
Have we asked him about the necklace?
No, nor the moonshine. I think I must have missed that. Sorry. Yes, here's the necklace and the homebrew. I've managed to skip 2 things. More acting. Here we go. I'm really enjoying this game. Can I just say?
Me too.
Yeah.
Me
too.
It just brings it to life. It's really good. Okay, here is the necklace.
Know what this is?
Yes. It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol that we use on the course. It's supposed to represent freedom from the chains of your ancestry.
Have you ever bought one of these?
I haven't, but I've seen the students wearing them.
And his wife, the bar lady, had also seen students wearing it, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's ask about the homebrew.
Have you tried Simon's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew? No, I haven't had the pleasure, sorry.
That does not surprise me at all. Right.
I'm glad we don't have to do contradictions between different people's stories, because this would just get far too complicated.
That's what I was expecting, actually. I thought we would have
I
to.
did think it would be. That's why I was talking about the poster and stuff, but if it's just one person's contradictions.
Appeared happy. Did he ever say... The actor is apparently Paul Darrow from Blake 7. Oh yeah, they're using proper actors here, Hologrow. Yeah, they crowdfunded and everything, if I remember rightly, for that bit. Was there any point that he said that she was unhappy? Because he said right at the start, hadn't expected any emotional problems. Was there any point where he said the opposite?
I don't think so. Everyone else has said it, annoyingly, but I don't think he said it.
Oh, his dad. Oh, well, even so, Zadster.
He didn't know about the argument, did he?
That's fine, because the argument was between 6 and 6:30 or something. Yeah, doesn't know about the argument, but his wife would have told him, I guess. So, he was the one who was having an affair with the person who we spoke to just a minute ago, yes?
Yes.
Ryan
I thought
and
his dad, he looks a lot older.
He is punching well above his weight.
Oh, hang on. Is it him then, or is he the dad?
Well, no, because his wife is Rebecca.
No, sorry, that was referring to something else.
And they have a child.
Yes, of course.
Doesn't know about the argument, but knows about the broken window.
Did he?
But
not how it got broken. Oh, the tape.
Yeah. The tape and the card. Right, yes, the tape. This is what we were going to come to.
Never seen the license before. No.
So yeah, I was hoping. See, for me, that's going to come into play. For you, it's the other thing. For me, it's this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Got our suspicions. What's your suspicion, Caroline?
I don't know.
You've been a fan of the screwdriver all along, haven't you?
I think this necklace I keep coming back to.
Yeah, we don't really know where the cage is. We need to find out where the cage is at some point.
The fact that it used to be Emma's and then Emma gave it to Kate.
Yep. I feel like we should go elsewhere. I don't quite know why, but I feel like we should be going elsewhere, but I can't work out.
So we haven't uncovered anything new that we can go and ask anybody else about yet, have we?
Not that I'm aware.
No.
The only thing I can think is go and explore in the woods a little bit more, because we got a new clip last time.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I do like how chipping he is.
Yes.
We could look in the lounge.
But we haven't spoken to the other course. Yeah, exactly, the other course person, have we? He might be in the lounge.
Not yet.
Nothing new there yet.
Well, we can take a look at the woods. Really want to use that phone.
Yeah.
Cool. I was going to say, of course, we haven't asked Simon about the affair, but of course he doesn't know about the affair, or at least in theory. Let's go back into the woods.
We should really explore now. It's a bit dark. Yeah. Right. Go ahead.
We left to the clear.
Mind not defacing public property, please?
It's a tree.
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a policeman.
And that's supposed to make what difference exactly?
It means that you do exactly what I tell you to
Assault.
do. Or what? Or you arrest me?
No, I'll give you a fine this time.
So, if I do something that you don't like, I have to give you some money? What happens if you do something that I don't like? You're going to give me some money?
Look, I do not have time to discuss it at the moment. Could you just go?
Pathetic.
Oh, I was hoping they would kiss. Never happened.
Is this the sun, do we think?
Oh, could be Paul. Yes. Oh, rock hands.
Oh.
And who was...
What a prize brat. But why would he carve that into a tree?
And
Either he's a
why-
die-hard rock fan, or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye.
and who was the person, the girlfriend or sister?
Yeah.
Probably the same.
Probably.
I just like to say that was actually a tree finger symbol, not a three finger symbol. I thank you.
Very good.
Oh.
I think that's Paul, Ryan's son.
Right.
Imagine if he's.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just check the grounds for Ragnar? Is the grounds different?
No.
No. Okay, that's cool. At least we checked. Thank you. So that was the clearing.
And going back to that original building in the poster we couldn't see anymore. Did that not say come back to the meeting at 7 o'clock? It had a time on it.
Yes, that village hall sort of.
So I'm wondering if we can get into that meeting at the village hall now. Just for something very different.
Oh, I thought it was here. I thought it was this building, and I thought it was...
Yeah, me too.
I thought it was 7.
I thought it was 7. But maybe not. I guess we can, as Meredith says, we can go and ask everyone about the symbol now.
Rebecca might know, because if that was Paul, she'll know where the sun is.
Always go to the pub.
Trees.
Always go to the pub. Ding ding goes the bell.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
So it is just this.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Why, is it meant to mean something?
No, it's okay.
Well, you're useless.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Can we go to the restaurant? Have some food? No. This has got to do something at some point.
Oh yeah, the restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay, right. There was a post office. Can we do anything with the post office?
Was there?
Yeah, it's marked. But you can't seem to see it. It's unless you go left down the street and then go right down the street.
Is there a car here yet? There's no car here yet.
No, somebody's not home. Maybe that's what we have to wait until someone's home. James was in Abbey Farm.
Yeah, whatever's going to be here has not yet happened. Let's go to Abbey Farm again.
And that's a very good point made by David. Post office after 7 o'clock. Maybe not.
True.
Maybe not.
Yeah, that's well closed.
And there'll be a queue.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Oh, he'll definitely know about the hand.
If I did that, would it mean anything to you?
Yeah, it's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people. Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
Oh, God.
Have you ever seen anyone local using it?
Get hand down.
I forgot he was a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, dear. But we know it's used in Satanism in some way.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Okay.
He hasn't seen anyone local using it.
This is a local village for local people.
I mean, Ryan would know about that, especially if it was his son who was, because he said he studied all that kind of stuff.
He did. Yeah.
So Ryan would know about the.
But I can't get to him because so I'm here.
You can get to Atlas, don't you?
Oh, I can get. Oh, is that where?
So
yes,
that's
I need to ask him this as well. That's a good point. So we've asked Rebecca. Do we want to do Simon and Emma on our way up?
We may as well on the way past.
And then if none of this reveals anything, then
There you go.
Cute.
Nice apron.
Yeah, because it's cooking. It's dinner time.
Smells
Is a
nice.
nice
What is that? Chili pork.
I had no idea you were a cook.
Oh no, I used to be more into it. No, I don't do it so much. Used to grow my own herbs and everything.
Not here.
No, at the farmhouse where I used to live.
Oh, where was that?
Oh.
That's where James lives. Yeah, we used to share a house together. The farmer used to let us use a corner of his greenhouse to grow stuff.
I didn't know you knew James that well.
Well, didn't really get on.
Where are the greenhouses?
Well, it's just through the farmyard at the back.
Interesting.
Well, that's a fun extra little thing.
They're not, are they? Aren't they the first thing you come to when you got the path?
Well, they're the first thing you come to if you're Detective Jenks.
Yeah, that's true. It could be
about.
anywhere.
Okay.
But also, James said he knew Simon from college, and he didn't mention they lived together.
There we go. That's why you're here. Let's ask about the three-finger symbol.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Who did you see doing that?
Someone in the woods, carving it into a tree.
That was Kyle. It's a guy from the course. He's an idiot.
And where does he live?
I can't remember. Somewhere outside the village. The three fingers thing is something the students started doing. It's something from the course. The three freedoms.
The what?
The three freedoms. It's from the course. It's a phrase. Free to be free. Free yourself from the things that are holding you back, right? Things that stop you being successful.
What are they?
There's fear of failure, guilt, and a doubting, a self-doubt.
You believe that?
Yeah. Guilt ruins lives. It stops you looking forward. It serves no practical purpose. It's basically destructive.
Right. Free to be free. Not the most original slogan, but I wonder how far this freedom goes.
Interesting. That wasn't expected to get that.
And they've got the three goddesses as well. The triple goddess is the pagan symbol on the mask. So
Yes, lots of
triple-
threes going on.
The magic number.
So,
Okay.
we'll definitely be going to Atlas and seeing Ryan in a second. Definitely.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Probably. Let's just have a quick look at Emma. Going to ask her about. Oh yeah, we'll do the hand symbol. That's probably something. So that was Kyle. That's interesting.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
No. Why?
It's okay. Thanks. Do you know the phrase free to be free?
Yeah. It's an Atlas thing. I first heard it when I went with Simon.
What did they say about it?
They said that you shouldn't feel guilty if you do something wrong.
Like nicking a screwdriver.
I don't agree with that. No. No, I think you should feel guilty if you do something wrong.
What did Simon think?
I don't know, but I don't think he agreed with that either.
Okay. When she attended Atlas, do we have a contradiction there? Do we know if she?
No, she did go.
She
once.
did.
She did go once.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Only went once to Atlas. There we go. That's fine.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
She's more likely to have heard it from Ryan, I would have thought, having an affair with him, although I don't want to think too much about when and where Ryan might have been saying free to be free. But she hasn't admitted she heard it from him.
Okay. Let's see what we can wheedle out of Ryan then.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Questions.
Okay, so let's ask about the three-finger symbol.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
It's a devil sign, isn't it? Is that what you're getting at, Inspector?
This is not something you use on the course.
Of course it's not something we use on the course, Inspector. I don't even know what that could possibly mean exactly.
Interesting. That's not what I was expecting.
He studied a lot of stuff.
Can you tell me a bit about the phrase free to be free?
Free to be free, my favourite motto. Well, we teach our students that people, they suffer from excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them. And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realise their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly?
Yeah, don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
When did you come up with the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall. When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful, but he's not a creative man. Dad suffers from a lack of imagination.
Okay, so he is the younger of the two.
He is.
Crikey.
Can we now go to the village hall?
He talked. I think that might be a thing. But did he talk about? He talked about definitely studying the occult. Can we look at like the mask or something? Cardboard mask.
Symbol is not used on the course. Symbol on the mask represents the triple goddess. So
the scrying mirror, maybe. It was when he was talking about the mirror. He said he.
Ash!
Black magic. And
oh my god! 45 people are raiding. Hello, good evening, everyone. RuPaul's frack race. You join us. Good evening, everyone. You join us playing Contradiction. We're doing it for another sort of 20 minutes or so. Basically, we are detectives. There's been a murder, and we're trying to solve it. And basically, it's all video. It's like being in a village, and we're going from person to person, asking them what have they done, what have they seen, and sometimes they say something which contradicts something they said earlier. And so we're piecing it together, and then occasionally we go, aha, we got you, and then we get another scene. And it's so many, I did say it was going to be, yeah. But now there's been a raid, let's put another 50p in the meter, it's fine. Yeah, basically, we are just trying to, so bear with it, you won't know anything that's going on, but it's a great little game, and the acting's brilliant in it. As in, it's, I don't know, it isn't cheesy, but it is slightly, but it's really joyous, and I'm really enjoying it. So we're currently just wondering if there has been a contradiction here. Now, the fact that he said it was in the triple goddess of the no,
it wasn't the goddess what I meant. It was so it was hand symbol carving. He doesn't know what it means.
Okay.
Doesn't know. Doesn't know how it can be used or think. Doesn't know how.
It's the devil sign, and
if you look at the scrying mirror, he used to read about black magic. So if it's not the devil sign one, it might be the other one. So he used to read about black magic and.
Where's that one then? Used to read about black magic. Yep, that's fine.
Yep,
and the other one.
And then the hand symbol carving.
Yeah. Doesn't know.
Which one did we use first?
I think.
Which one was the first one we used?
It wasn't that one. I think.
If he's read a lot about it, you would expect him to know what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Let's just see if there's anything going on in. Oh, hello.
Would you start a session? Do you mind?
I'm terribly sorry. I'll leave you in peace.
Well, that's very disappointing.
Starting a session, hey?
Can we sneak in wearing a mask?
Yes.
We have a mask
Caroline.
that we can use. So let's use the mask.
And
it
you
says-
can't go in the room now.
Oh no! Oh no, you can't.
Oh.
It is full motion video, Score. It's really you'll love this game, even if you don't know the first bit of the story. We're only about a third of the way in. We're going to be doing this for 2 more weeks. Okay, so
Oh, please, let's go to the village hall then.
We have to go to
That
the
would
village
be
hall. Village
Yeah.
hall is
I
here.
reckon that will have opened the village hall. Now we can't.
No, still can't do anything at the village hall.
Oh,
Do be stum then, score count. Although we may get stuck, we haven't got too stuck so far. But
if we ask for help, it would be very gratefully received. But yes, thank you for not spoiling it for us. Yeah, our Fitzling has said about the greenhouses. I would like to see where the greenhouses are because Ryan mentioned, James mentioned that they were at the back of the house.
So it was this farmhouse. So we go to the farmhouse, and earlier we explored some greenhouses, which were up the steps.
Oh, so they are at the back. Are they at the back or the front? I can't.
Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. Must be up the hill over there.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, do not wear those shoes. Absolutely don't wear those shoes in this. Okay, let's have a look at the large greenhouse.
What will we find? A magnifier. Herbs.
Special herbs.
Wouldn't be touching that if I didn't know what it was.
I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't know what it is, but be interesting to see what he says about it.
Oh, so let's go and ask James about this packet of herbs. Oibs.
I'm pretty sure James knows it's there.
Nata says looks like mint. You give him far too much credit. Oh, and look, the shoes are clean again.
Magical cleansing shoes.
So we're all saying mint. Okay, let's ring the bell.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
I like him, if only because he's just stoned out of his head, really. Okay, a packet of suspicious-looking leaves.
Could you tell me what these are, please? I found them in the greenhouse.
Been snooping around on the farm, have we?
It's called investigating, James.
No, it's called snooping.
It's just mint. Mint leaves. For cooking.
Yeah,
Well spotted.
I heard you were a bit of a budding chef.
Dabble a bit. Won a few competitions.
Very impressive. So you normally just leave packets of mint lying around?
Must have dropped it.
I think we should show this to Simon, because he's currently cooking right now, and say, does he want to put any mint in his thing?
Yeah.
And also, he said he was short on herbs. We should give this to Simon.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Yeah, have a random bag
definitely.
of leaves I found on the ground.
So
I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong with that.
So let's go up here. Let's knock for Simon.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Let's ask him about the dried leaves.
You know what these are?
No.
Those is
Look a bit like sage leaves.
Haven't seen them before, though.
No.
It would smell of mint.
It would, wouldn't it?
Now, he hasn't seen the leaves before, but he trades his homebrew for herbs
yeah.
Do we...
the old bottles.
Is it...
Tried selling it, but he sold to James for herbs.
Yeah, and then let's go with hasn't seen the leaves before. Come on, be a contradiction. No, it's not a contradiction. That's a shame.
It didn't. Oh no. Didn't we get from him? He swaps them for.
I think we got it from James.
Yeah.
Simon's homebrew. So he dabbles in some homebrew and he swaps it for these. My mint, says Lego Mania.
It was James who said he traded the homebrew for herbal tea. Herbal tea, in quotes. So
should we ask him? Is that a contradiction from him?
James said he saw Simon a month ago and he traded the homebrew. Well, I don't know, because it would be a contradiction to what Simon has said.
Probably be back later.
I'm just going to ask Emma. I'm going to ask everyone about these dried leaves.
You know what these are, by any chance?
No. Sorry. I don't know anything about plants or things like that, but you should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm.
Okay.
She'd know.
Let's go and ask Rebecca.
Framing Rebecca. Framing Rebecca, because...
Thank you. Probably be back
her
later.
out of the picture.
So also, she knows nothing about food and things, but Simon doesn't do the cooking anymore. So who's feeding them both?
I thought Simon was doing the cooking.
Yes, tonight, but
he
he wasn't.
He used to know.
Yeah.
He doesn't usually. He
Yeah.
doesn't. He used to, but doesn't anymore.
So
Yeah,
Rebecca is the owner of the pub. We're going to go to the owner of the pub. Let's ring the bell. Ding ding. It's my favourite part of the game.
Not the bell
Ask
on
you
the
a couple
farm.
more things, please. Nah. Do you know what these are?
Oh, magic mint.
Magic mint.
Where did you find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia divinorum. I used to grow it years ago. It makes you trip.
In what way?
It's a hallucinogenic and legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Do you use it?
Me? No. No, I don't even take medicines. I like to stay pure.
I didn't expect Rebecca to know about growing drugs.
Oh,
I know she claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure.
Oh, I'm so pure. Oh, I happen to know this is an illegal, but still a hallucinogenic drug.
No, I'm pretty sure that salvia is sage.
Mint is part of the sage family.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I didn't know that. But I think also salvia, I'm pretty sure is sage.
Divinorum. Sounds like a Harry Potter spell to me.
So it's a hallucinogenic. She doesn't take any other drugs or medicines. Do we know that? Has she contradicted herself? Has she said anything? She hasn't said. Okay, so we now know it's magic mint. Can we... I'm a sage myself, says Bruce. Love you too. Who else can we go to the fact, say, hey, we got some magic mint here. Who can we visit with that information?
Back to Atlas, maybe.
I haven't spotted any contradictions. I feel like there must be a contradiction somewhere in what something has said with something as previously.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
But given that Rebecca is married to Ryan, let's ask Ryan and see what he knows about the magic mint.
And also maybe we can get into that meeting with some magic mint.
Yes. How would you like some mint?
No, well, not yet.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Let's ask about the dried leaves. See what he says.
Do you know what this is?
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
I just thought you might know.
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do.
How are they going to deal with it?
Growing things.
He took a sip of his drink there as well, which he hadn't been doing at all. Okay, so let's ask him now that we know what it is.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
No. What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant. A legal one. At least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs, Inspector. My job. That's the only drug I need.
Oh,
As
that's
trite
a
as
line
that may
for the
sound.
apprentice.
Do you know any students who may have used hallucinogens?
No, my students aren't interested in that kind of thing. Besides, no one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought
What are
drugs.
you drinking?
What?
Do you have any medicines on site at all?
No, we're not allowed. Insurance
Good
purposes.
point.
Not allowed drink on site. What is he drinking? Unless that's a contradiction.
Well, it could be, but how?
Come on, can that be a contradiction?
What do we pick?
He was drunk at the... I mean, I'll try that.
Yeah, no, I think you're obviously a
But
right.
I swear, he must have
He
said...
talked about having some gin and tonics, but I think he talked about having them at the pub. He definitely mentioned gin and tonics because I remember thinking, oh, that's not wine.
It wasn't.
So I'm just quickly...
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing there. So, no student has ever brought drugs to Atlas. Well, I mean, that's going to be a clear lie, but that's not necessarily a contradiction. Bitterotter says, I feel like you'd learn about that in psychology. Learn about what? Oh, has no interest in drugs? Yeah, that's fine, I think. I feel like we've uncovered something here with this, but what?
Yeah.
Doesn't keep any medicines on site.
No, I don't think he's talked about anything medical. He likes the natural world, doesn't he? And that's his... What was it? That's my high, or something he said?
Yeah.
Business, that's my drug.
Rubbish.
Not the apprentice. So students weren't he did, but that's not a thing that we can quite select, irritatingly. Doesn't know anything about plants, fine. Looks like chopped tea bags, true.
I don't do drugs, but I invented the freedom phrase.
You invented the freedom phrase. So Ryan invented the phrase. Has no interest in drugs. That doesn't. That's not a contradiction.
That was too much to hope for.
It
It does sound like the
was.
kind of phrase you've got to be on drugs to invent.
Is there any? I mean, James, we can now go back and say we know what this is. Oh, invented the phrase but took the name from a book. Yes, there's a contradiction. Ryan invented the phrase, but it was selected randomly. Atlas was named picked randomly. That's a contradiction. Ah!
The name of the course was a random choice, but the phrase was something different. That was freedom, free to be free.
Invented while based at the village hall.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I hope that is okay. Yes, we can at least go back to James with, we know what this is now.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to the farm.
Ask about a few more things, please.
It's a good bell, but I prefer the other one. So let's ask about the...
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum, James?
What's that, skin cream?
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
What
So
do
you've
you
never
know
heard
about?
of Salvia?
You do.
No.
Okay. Doesn't know much about plants. Is that a contradiction somewhere?
I think so, because he was... I don't know where it was said, but he was definitely talking about growing things.
Bicycle, screwdriver, box for waffles, broken pendant, freedom necklace card, homebrew, traded his herbal tea.
Swapped herbs, yeah. Homebrew.
And...
Don't know anything about plants.
No, it was a bit of it was a bit of a stretch.
Was it something to do with the cookery competition? No, because you wouldn't grow magic mint, would you? But he says he knew it was mint leaves. He knew it was mint leaves.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what Salvia divinorum is. So go down to the last two. So packet contains mint leaves. And
doesn't know about plants.
Salvia doesn't know about plants.
Oh.
Or maybe it's never heard of salvia, and
wow,
packet contains mint leaves.
I mean,
Again,
that.
Anyways,
yeah.
no. Okay,
that's,
right.
yeah. Worth trying, but not a surprise. Can you go back to the chef and tell him it's the salvia thingy? I can. So let's go to Simon.
But I thought he didn't cook very often. He was just
I love it how Simon is now the chef.
Yeah. I mean,
apron
maybe
man.
that's what we've got to find in the restaurant. Is a proper chef.
Oh yeah.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
We'll go to the to the restaurant in a second. Okay, so let's tell him about the drug.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Salvia divinorum?
Magic mint, same thing.
Oh, yeah, you mean the drug? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, ever tried it?
Like, once or twice, yeah. But it's not really my sort of thing. It messes with your brain. I've never tried any other drugs either. Nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
Okay. That's honest.
Okay. So he's
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Emma?
Yeah, just heading over and asking her about the drug.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic drug. Ever tried it?
He's too excited about that.
No, I've never taken any illegal substances.
Never taken any illegal substances. That's ripe for picking later.
Wrong. Yeah.
No, salvia is a hallucinogenic drug. Did she say earlier that she didn't like plants and things? She did. She did. So why does she know that? Doesn't know anything about plants, but knows that salvia is a hallucinogenic drug. No, fine. Fair enough. Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
So, anything else? I could check the village hall again, just in case that something is there now. Nope, that's nothing there. Oh, I was going to ask about... We're going to
try the restaurant again in the pub.
Yeah. Does Rebecca... Have we asked about Salvia divinorum to Rebecca? I think so. Yeah, she was the one who told us what it was
She told
called.
us about it, yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for something to happen in this restaurant.
Oh, yeah. Like a customer. That would be good. There's no customers there. We can go around the back of the pub. You never know what might be there. Unlikely to be anything, but enter the outbuilding again. We can no longer inspect behind the shelf because it was too dark earlier, and so I thought we'd get a torch at some point and then we'd be able to explore.
Oh, yeah.
But no, so maybe when we get a torch.
What was behind? Was that the mat? No, the mask was in the box.
Yeah, we don't know what was behind us. There's still something in the outbuilding left for us to find. There's the window that got broken in a fight with some tape on it that happened to be the same as one in one of our evidence.
We can't see it again, can we? Because I was writing my notes and I didn't see it. What's...
Let's have a look at the woods. You never know. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Ooh.
What are you? Private eye?
No, I'm a police inspector.
Who are you looking for?
I'm investigating a death in the village.
That student, then. They did one last year, too. Same place.
Did what?
Drowned a student. Ask that psycho about it. He runs that business cult thing up at the big house. Bunch of nut jobs.
There's been 2 murders!
Hey, what was the student's name?
Liam... something? Oh, sod.
Atlas's reputation precedes them. I think I might call the station, find out a bit more about this Liam.
Hello, DCI Jones speaking.
Mike, it's Jenks.
Ah, Jenks, I thought you'd clocked off tonight.
Yeah, the chief's put me on a case tonight, the Edenton girl.
Friday night, you poor sod. I thought that was sorted out anyway.
I wish it was. Listen, are you near a computer?
I can be. Yeah, go on.
Do you know anything about a death last year? Someone called Liam in Edenton Village?
Don't remember.
remember it. Hang on, let's have a look. Eaton Village. Yeah, Liam Rogers. Says suicide.
And no one's mentioned this.
Hang on, 2 years.
Yeah.
Only you've got your work cut out, Jenksy.
Yeah, don't I know it?
Right, well, good luck with that and see you Monday.
Thanks, Mike.
Ding. Oh, let's look in the book, and then I think maybe with the the revelation of Liam.
Yeah, you have to ask everyone about Liam now, but you have to in particular ask the guy in the business park.
Okay.
Sorry, the Atlas. You have to ask him because
Yeah.
it was one of his students. When we get to the end of this chapter, I will stop for the evening, by the way. Because I think we're nearly there. I think we just have to
questions, please.
Spot this contradiction and we'll get there. So...
What can you tell me about Liam?
Oh, Liam. You mean the boy who committed... Very unfortunate, isn't it?
Did you know him?
Oh, yes. Well, I say know him. I met him in the pub. Seemed very happy sort of person. Well, I say he seemed happy. He can't have been, can he?
He thinks everybody's happy.
So you met Liam in the pub. How often had he gone to the pub? Well, I guess quite often, given his wife is the barkeep. Do we know how often he went to the pub? Nothing there. Isn't going to be there. What about the argument? Told Rebecca to take over to prevent injury. Yeah, doesn't know about the argument. Usually it's around this. Okay, let's go to the pub.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Yeah, not business park. That's not what I meant, David. But it's the business is business. There's been 2 murders. I like taking a walk through the woods, looking for random, friendly drunkards to give us the next piece of information.
Oh, yes. That just happens.
Yeah.
Evening, Aidan. So let's ask Rebecca. The real reason we're going in here is, of course, so that I can ring the bell.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Liam.
What do you know about Liam?
You mean Liam who took his life? He used to play in a band, Black Rock or something. No, Black Stone.
Oh.
Very gothic. I used to let them play in here sometimes at the weekends. They were quite good.
Did you know there was anything wrong? I mean, why he might have...
No, I didn't know him very well.
Okay, so it was in a band.
That would be the rock hand then.
Oh, so that's the real meaning of the hand, do we think?
I think it could be.
So maybe commemorating it, or yeah.
Yeah, he was carving that name into the tree because that's where he died, in the lake.
That is not a contradiction in itself, but black stone and 3-finger symbol, is that a contradiction?
No.
Okay. James.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I think we need to ask James, because he looks like the sort of person who would like that sort of music.
Yes.
Yeah.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Liam's death.
Did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam who died.
Liam who killed himself?
Yeah.
He was in my year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
Can't remember, not mine.
What was yours?
Plant science. First time I knew about Liam was when he killed himself.
What?
Right, so you didn't meet him?
No.
So he doesn't know about plants, but he was on plant science.
Plant science.
Think we might have found a contradiction, my friends.
I think we might have found a very blatant one.
Worst knock
I mean,
joke, says
to be
Oliver.
fair, I was at uni with people who knew nothing about what their course was meant to
That's
be
a
about.
very good point. That was a very good
No, not me, obviously.
No.
And also, Nata's real first name is Liam. I do know that, and yeah, sorry, Liam.
I like that score
James's
count.
degree. Is that a contradiction?
Yes.
So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
Well, still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of salvia?
Didn't say that.
So you
Yes, you
have.
Maybe.
And you do grow it.
Yeah, it's legal. Why not?
What do you do with it?
I use it for explorative purposes, meditation.
And does this involve anybody else?
Why?
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else?
No.
Sure.
Yes, you do. Yes,
It's
you
just
do.
for me, nobody else.
And that's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look if you want.
Oh, we will.
It's okay, I'll look later.
We have.
Yeah, we already have.
The only drug he grows.
Right.
I'm not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one?
Have we got that as a fact? Because I was going to say he said that he said specifically that he swaps it for the homebrew.
Yeah, but
Is
we
it the
haven't got
one?
it, is there?
Is it the one above? Has it been added?
Grows salvia for private
It's private
use
use only, but in the old bottles.
In the old bottles.
No,
it
not
must
the,
be in the
the
homebrew.
homebrew.
Traded his
He
herbal
traded his
tea.
herbal tea.
Hooray!
When you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew.
So?
So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else? Did you give it to anybody else? How many people did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
No.
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it, but that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
Didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay, so what happened then?
Do you even know about Third Eye?
Go on.
You don't know about Third Eye. If you don't know about Third Eye, you know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget salvia.
Fine, tell me then.
Third Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall. And I got rid of them, single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start again. They were what?
You don't know anything, do you? Look. They were reeling in students, pretending to be some sort of happy life course, you know. We can make your life better sort of crap.
Yes.
And they were putting everyone through this brainwashing program to make them compliant, and selling them on. It's all there.
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Like objects, commodities.
To who?
To anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give a damn.
So you're saying Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. That's why I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
So, did you ever actually meet Liam?
I found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
It's obvious, you could tell. I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. You know, I can tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. I mean, US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented, you can read about it. They showed all the same signs.
So, did you ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, no. Look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that was just after Liam died.
Yeah?
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
Maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
Okay. Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
Well, that was a lot to take in. Does James really believe all this stuff? This is the first I've heard about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
Wow, that was a lot of things, doesn't it?
He's really opened up, hasn't he?
Yeah, I like it now.
Yeah,
Do not join
yeah.
this dangerous cult. Yes.
And
have we spotted the logo at the bottom?
Yes, it's got the Third Eye logo. Is the Wiccan, the moon, and yeah.
It's all
We've
triple.
seen that before.
Yeah, Third Eye, free to be free thingy. Oh.
And the Illuminati symbol as well.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your mind-opening revelations there. We haven't finished the chapter.
Oh, right.
David J. Bodicum, you could say yourself, you're worth at least a £5, maybe £6 on the black market. He's got a bit of use in him, so I have to knock a few quid off of that.
Now Ryan said they used to be based at the village hall.
We should go to the village hall.
Let's see if we get let in this time. And if not, we need to speak to Ryan about the...
No!
Oh, okay.
I want to get to the end of a chapter so that we can then call it an evening.
Emma told us she had been to a meeting of a similar organisation.
Oh,
so
yes.
maybe it's worth talking to her and seeing if this was it.
Okay.
And nobody had mentioned Liam before this.
No, the fact that there was a second death. Did it collective
a few more
amnesia?
questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Let's look at the Third Eye flyer.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens and that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
James, Liam's death?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we asked her about her.
Thank you.
What do you know about a student called Liam? Committed suicide last year.
Only that I didn't know him really well.
Right, fine. Okay, brilliant.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Can we try a contradiction between what she said about...
Thank you.
I think it was
Probably
what she
be
said
back
about
later.
knowing about Atlas, because that's when she said she'd been to something similar, and not believing what James says.
So
I think it was the question about Atlas.
So doesn't believe anything James says.
Yes.
And heard the phrase when she attended Atlas? Atlas
No. So I think it was going right back to the Atlas flyer.
Had been to a similar course before.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean that's not the contradiction with that, but that is interesting. Been to a similar course before.
Oh, the background music on this sounds like House of Da Vinci.
Oh yes, it does. Yes.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
So let's ask Simon.
What do you know about Liam?
Liam?
Local lad. Took his life.
Oh, that Liam!
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I heard about him.
Uh-huh.
But you didn't know him?
No, I know he went to college, but didn't really know him. It's sad, though.
Have you seen this before?
Oh, is this the thing that James did? Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you know about all this? A Third Eye, I think they were called?
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you hadn't heard about Third Eye?
No, sorry.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Had he seen the symbol from the mask, from the cardboard mask? So we had a cardboard mask earlier today. Doesn't recognise this particular mask. Masks are made during Atlas seminars. Ryan and Paul were on the Atlas course.
I don't remember him mentioning anything about
I feel like we're one contradiction away from the end of this chapter because I feel like we're very,
Be
very.
back later on if that's okay.
Well, no, I just feel like we've gone a long way in this hour.
Yes. Okay, should we go to Atlas and ask Ryan about the...
I think so.
Liam? Yeah. Because he's definitely said that we used to be based in the village hall, so I reckon he probably closed out the cult and went to... and started Atlas.
Yes.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
So we've done Liam's death, but the third eye...
What do you know about this?
He should recognise it.
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about third eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognise any of
Here
the
we go.
symbols on
He's
it?
going to say no.
Sorry.
And he has. There's the contradiction.
He has.
He said earlier, on the mask, he recognised it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because it's the three goddesses, he said it was.
I'd forgotten that bit, but yes. So if we take a look at the mask, cardboard mask, symbol on the mask represents the triple goddess, but he's now just said...
Not used on the course.
Doesn't recognise any of the symbols, and that's a contradiction!
Yes!
Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask, then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes. Yes, I do remember that.
So what did you know about third eye?
Oh, not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
That explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
Okay.
Don't remember seeing the flyer, but they used to be based in the village hall. So when was that something to do with talking about Atlas or the course or the...
It was when he invented the freedom phrase. It was I invented it when we were based in the hall.
Phrase invented whilst at the village hall and has never seen...
The flyer?
So, it was Liam's... I thought there was a different thing we could pick, but...
those have now gone down there. That's why they were there. Only knows what we heard about the third eye. Never came into contact with it. Well, the third eye were based at the village hall.
Yeah.
So this should be a contradiction. Yes!
Yay!
According to the flyer, this third eye group was based at the village hall. Is that right?
Was it?
That's where you were based, wasn't it? Yeah, you said you invented the Atlas phrase "free to be free" while you were based at the village hall.
So I did.
So you must have come into contact with Third Eye at some point. You were using the same hall.
He does,
Meredith. Well, I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you, Inspector.
Go on.
You see, Third Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name. Sorry.
Yes.
Atlas is Third Eye.
In a new improved form, yes.
And you ran Third Eye?
With Dad, yes.
So you must have known Liam. You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated and cleared up.
You've been investigated about his death?
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything to do with it. Well, when I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another. They threatened to go public, and then James bloody Wilson started distributing his flyers, and that was it. No choice. There was an end to it.
You had to change the name.
We'd already paid the family an out-of-court settlement. I thought that was an end to it. But then James and his cronies, they wouldn't leave it alone. So we had to close down, buy a new place, rebrand. So eventually, we reopened here.
As Atlas?
As Atlas.
And it worked?
Up till now, yes.
So you knew James Wilson too?
We knew James, but he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he didn't do anything like actually coming to the course to see what he was about.
So James wouldn't know that you were now running Atlas?
Not unless he came to one of our courses.
And how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines, brainwashing?
I'm afraid that exists only exclusively in the mind of Mr. Wilson. All we do is make better business people. We challenge their prejudices and presumptions. Why don't you come along and see for yourself? A course starts in 15 minutes. Excuse me, Inspector. Hello. I can't come back now. Well, you have my car at the moment. All right. All right. See you later.
Fluffykins.
That was that. I have to go back. You can come and meet him if you like.
Well, I might come and have a chat.
Come with me.
Yay!
To be perfectly honest, Dan's a great businessman, but he lacks imagination. He does, however, believe in the power of the individual, when taught by the right teacher, of course. Ryan! In here. Just coming. He's through here.
To whom do I owe the pleasure?
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating a death in the village. I believe you knew Kate Vine.
Oh, I thought all this was dealt with, Inspector. You do know that Kate Vine was a gherkin short of a Big Mac. No.
Father.
You must forgive my son, Inspector. He still can't summon up the courage to come straight to the point. So what do you want to know?
Well, a few more questions if you don't mind.
Oh, but I do mind. I'm a very busy man. Try asking an intelligent question, like, do I mind being quizzed about a once promising student who turned into a useless drunk? Ryan, would you mind leaving us for a while?
I'll go back to the centre. I have one or two things to prepare. Call me if you need me, Dad.
You may begin, Mr. Holmes, although I'm not going to be able to help you. I don't have much to do with the course nowadays, so I can't give you any hard information.
That's as maybe, but we
No,
need...
that's as is. But if you want my opinion, I'd be quite happy to give it to you. So, fire away.
Okay, thank you.
Well.
Paul certainly doesn't take any prisoners. It's obvious who's pulling the strings in this family, and I wonder what they got up to in their previous guise as Third Eye. 8 o'clock already.
This is a great game. I'm really enjoying this. Helen, I can tell you're enjoying it, and I assume you are.
I'm absolutely loving this.
And
It's
Caroline
amazing.
as well.
It's brilliant, yes. Yeah, really enjoying it.
Oh, it's just the full the full video part just makes it so good. Nata
And
says
the actors are brilliant. They're loving it so much, you can tell.
apparently, says Nata, a sequel might be in the works with a coastal locale instead of with a week-long scenario rather than a 7-hour timeline. But
it's Mortcliffe.
It's no one gets away with murder in Mortcliffe. No.
Mortcliffe.
So I'm going to call time on, now that we're at the end of a chapter, I'm going to call time on this for tonight. But we're going to pick this back up next week. I think next week we'll probably only do 2 chapters. We've got 4 chapters left. We did 3 tonight because it's 7 hours. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Yeah, and then we get to midnight. So we've done 3. We'll do 2 next week, and then we'll do 2 weeks after, because irritatingly I'm away for a week. You just have to wait. Unless, of course, the first 2 chapters are really short, and then we might just go for it. But Helen and Caroline, would you be around next week to continue our investigating?
I will make sure of it.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
And thank you for the bits, David. Yeah, we haven't. We have somehow not needed to use the hints. Really.
Oh yeah, we did use one which was about the woods, I think, but we didn't use any of the cheats.
Yes, it still came up with the achievement of no hints. I think that's fine. Just to have a look in the woods. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah, and to be fair, it is like we didn't realise that going back to places would reveal
new things. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's absolutely fine.
The hardest thing about this game is going to be remembering everything between now and next week. But
I've got notes.
Oh, I have notes too. I've been making so Liam. There's been a second murder. I'm so excited. There's a cult. Hooray! The scenery triggering is fun. Yes, absolutely. It's a really good location. It's really well filmed. Very, very happy that we're doing this game. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching.
I'd love to see the sort of map of the storyline that they had to work out.
Yeah.
Everything that happened before they filmed it all, and exactly what needed to be said. That's brilliant.
Yep.
Really.
Yep.
I quite worryingly now have notes which say things like, be free of fear of failure, be free of guilt, be free of self-doubt. I'm going to come back to these and think, what was I doing?
I've got here's.
I think I'm now in a cult.
So I mean, yeah, I've got some ridiculous notes here. 2 of my notes in a row are devil sign and plant science. So, and we do have a raid phrase, which is "There's a cult, hooray!"